Your tenant hasn't paid rent. Where do you begin? If you're a landlord in the Las Vegas Valley, understanding the eviction process for non-payment of rent is essential. Nevada has specific laws in place to ensure a fair and legal process for both landlords and tenants. Let's break down the key steps so you know exactly what to expect. The process begins with the landlord having a 7-day notice to pay or quit, served by the constable, sheriff, licensed process server, or an agent of a Nevada licensed attorney. This legal notice informs the tenant that they have 7 judicial days, excluding weekends, legal holidays, and the day served, to either pay the overdue rent in full or vacate the property. If the tenant complies by paying, the eviction process stops there. However, if they fail to act, the next steps come into play. If the tenant does not pay or move out within the given time frame, they have 7 judicial days to file an answer with the court to contest the eviction. During this period, the landlord must wait before taking further action. If no answer is filed by the tenant, the landlord can file for eviction with the Justice Court on the 8th judicial day, and the judge typically grants the eviction without delay. If the tenant files an answer, a court hearing is usually scheduled within a few weeks. If the tenant disputes the eviction, the court may schedule a hearing where both parties present their case. The judge will review the evidence and make a decision. If the judge rules in favor of the landlord, they will issue an eviction order, granting the landlord the legal right to reclaim possession of the property. Once the eviction order is granted and payment is made to the constable will serve the tenant with a 24-hour lockout notice. This notice may be served the next day or up to a week later, depending on weekends and the constable's availability. The tenant will have one final day to remove their belongings and vacate the property. If they fail to comply, the constable will proceed with a physical removal. Evictions can be stressful and time-sensitive, but understanding the legal process helps landlords navigate the situation effectively. Ensuring that all steps are properly followed will protect both your rights as a landlord and the integrity of the eviction process. If you have questions about managing your rental property or handling evictions the right way, contact Shelter Realty today at 702-279-6470 to stay compliant with Nevada laws.